Women are known for soft things, but not this woman. This woman punches might lead to death. Let's just go straight to the list. 10. Jody Marsh. We begin our list with Jody Marsh, who is the youngest female bodybuilder. Jody Marsh is an English media personality, bodybuilder, columnist and model. She has also appeared in many TV shows. While she may have never reached the size or bulk of some of the women on this list, but she is proud of herself as a natural bodybuilder. Continue watching this video till the end to see more fascinating women. 9. Sharon Bruneau. Sharon Bruneau is a retired French-Canadian bodybuilder who was born in Timmins, Ontario in 1964. The most decorated and famous female bodybuilder in Canada, a country where few women pursue sports in general, especially bodybuilding. Like others on this list, she started out as a model, until she contracted a serious case of pneumonia, which ended up lowering her weight, but she later regained her weight with an extra 50 pounds of muscle through training, and has been on a lot of fitness magazine. She was one of the first ever female bodybuilders to be signed to Weider Health and Fitness publications as a representative, from 1991 to 1998. While she retired from bodybuilding in 1994, she had an equally impressive career as a fitness competitor and then as an actress. 8. Yaksa Niorikin. Yaksa Niorikin is one of the most famous international bodybuilders on this list, as she was born in Cabimas, Zulia, Venezuela as the youngest of 9 children. A natural beauty, she grew up as a model and had dreams of becoming an actress. At the age of 23, though, she decided to dedicate her life to bodybuilding and by 1993 found that she was a natural, winning 4 amateur contests and winning her professional card after winning the Ibero/Central American Championships. She decided to use that as an opportunity to pursue the American dream not long after that and did just that, moving to the US and achieving success after success over the years, with her most impressive showing being her Miss Olympia title in 2005. That makes her the most decorated and successful Venezuelan bodybuilder of all time and also one of the most decorated female bodybuilders of all time, as she's won 5 Miss International titles as well, in 2002, 2003, 2005, 2008 and 2012, proving that she's as consistent as she is great. 7. Tanya Knight. If there's a golden age of female bodybuilding, Tanya Knight has to have been a part of it, but Tanya Knight was said to be cheating, which, to be fair, is more common, but not in the world of bodybuilding, especially in the 80s. IFBB officials presented strong evidence that she was using drugs to gain her muscles, which made her win some competition. Namely the 1989 Miss International competition where she placed first, and the 1988 IFBB Miss Olympia where she placed 4th. Beyond that, she also had to return her prize money which totaled over $12,000, which is a lot of money now but was especially a lot of money in the 80s, especially for female bodybuilders. The reason she is on this list at all, though, is that she overcame that bad press and got back on the right path, winning the Miss International title in 1991 without incident. She retired not long after, but she had already proved her point, that she didn't need to cheat to win in an era where everyone was cheating to win. 6. Rebecca Armstrong. If this list proves anything, it's that there are a few different paths that one can take to make it into the professional bodybuilding realm, from those that came from the wrestling world or those that came from playing sports in their youth. Rebecca Armstrong didn't follow the typical path, however, but she was definitely a household name before she began her career as a fitness competitor, depending on which house you're asking, as she was a Playboy Playmate. As Playmate of the Month in September of 1986, it seemed like the world was her oyster. However, things took a bad turn when she found out that she was HIV positive in 1988. After she attempted to escape dealing with her newfound status for a couple years by doing drugs, she eventually came to grips with her sickness and decided to become an advocate for those less fortunate than she was. She announced to the world that she was HIV positive in a September 1994 issue of The Advocate magazine, and with the help of Hugh Hefner and Playboy helped create an AIDS awareness campaign. She actually didn't start bodybuilding until about a decade after that, placing first at the 2004 Muscle Beach contest, and winning her first 3 contests, which is part of her plan to stay healthy and to continue to beat her disease. As an open lesbian, she's also been a huge role model for people everywhere, and considering that she contracted HIV in the 80s is a definite success story from a time when there were so few. 5. Nikki Fuller. Nikki Fuller, born January 23, 1968, is an American professional female bodybuilder. At her largest, Fuller weighed 200 pounds, 91 kilograms. In competition, her height was listed at 5 feet 8 in. 1.73 meters, and her biceps measured 21 in, 533 millimeters. Some of her best lifts are 315 pounds, 143 kilograms, for a max on bench press and 1,100 pounds for multiple reps on leg press. She made her competitive debut at the 1988 Novice Oregon and won first place. Fuller then set her sights on bigger stages and took third place at the 1988 Emerald Cup, a contest she would come back to win the following year. Fuller turned pro after winning the heavyweight and overall titles at the 1990 National Physique Committee Nationals. In 1988 and 1989, Fuller took first in the Henry Weinhard's handcar races in Sacramento, San Francisco, and Portland, Oregon, as well as Labatt's in British Columbia. She was subsequently sponsored by Henry Weinhard's. Her professional career included a first-place finish at the 1992 Jantana Classic and top 10 finishes at the Ms. Olympia and Ms. International contests. 4. Betty Pareto. Betty started weight training in her early 30s to stay fit and add weight to what she thought was too much of a stick figure type of body. In 1988, she began competing in bodybuilding and was able to achieve pro card status at the 1996 NPC Nationals. This was a very high achievement for Pareto, as by doing this she had become the oldest, at the age of 40, woman to earn an IFBB pro card. As a professional competitor, Betty's main goal was to win a pro show as the only competitor over the age of 50. She became one of the most successful competitors in professional female bodybuilding by reaching the top 6 in almost every competition she has entered. In 2001, she won the heavyweight class at the Jantana Classic, which made this the first pro win of her career. There was no overall champion in that contest. She had to withdraw from the 2009 Ms. International due to a high fever. Later she went on to win her second pro title, the 2009 Tampa Bay Pro. After the 2010 Phoenix Pro contest, Betty retired from bodybuilding at the age of 54. 3. Nicole Bass. Nicole Bass was born on August 10, 1964 in Middle Village, Queens, New York City, New York, USA. She was an actress, known for Private Parts, 1997, WWE SmackDown, 1999, and WWE Raw, 1993. She was married to Robert Fuchs. She died on February 17, 2017 in the USA. Her huge frame and deep voice have made her a frequent guest on The Howard Stern Show, where Howard and his fans constantly accuse her of being a man. 2. Iris Floyd Kyle, born August 22, 1974, is an American professional female bodybuilder. 13. She is currently the most successful professional bodybuilder ever, female or male, with 10 overall Ms. Olympia wins and 2 heavyweight wins, along with 7 Ms. International wins and 1 heavyweight win. In 2013, she was ranked as the best female bodybuilder in the IFBB Pro Women's Bodybuilding ranking list. 1. Adelia Kuznetsova. Adelia Kuznetsova isn't your average female bodybuilder. The Russian lifter sports proportions that most female, and even male, bodybuilders could only dream of, and it's no surprise that she's amassed nearly 500,000 followers on the gram. Multiple sources call her the heaviest known professional female bodybuilder, and we wouldn't be surprised if that's true. According to one of her posts, she stands at 5'7" and weighs in at over 220 pounds in the off-season. By the look of it, none of those pounds are fat. Kuznetsova has been training for around 15 years, and she earned her IFBB Pro League card at the 2018 Romania Muscle Fest Pro Qualifier last November. She's also broken world deadlift, bench press, and arm lifting records, according to her Instagram profile. Unsurprisingly, fans can't help but speculate about whether she'll make an appearance at the 2020 Ms. Olympia, the first Ms. Olympia competition since 2014, when Iris Kyle won her 10th overall title. Kuznetsova says she doesn't plan on competing, according to FitnessVault.com. But she definitely looks like she could be ready to take the stage at a moment's notice. Future competitions aside, Kuznetsova is set to guest pose at Romania Muscle Fest Pro in November. We're sure video of her routine will surface afterward, but in the meantime, check out some of her most impressive posts on Instagram.